Pardon me, you guys, what's going on, man? I'm Trendsetta Shady, leader of the division. You already know this is a Shady Show, real life, real people, real talk. Today's we're going to get right into it because we got something good going on. And I want to let y'all know this episode is sponsored by Money Miz 57. Follow him on Instagram. Check out his new project, Money Can Buy Happiness, available on all platforms. He got his music on, and it's a real bop too. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna put y'all on something right quick. Hold on. This John sometime. This John, this a real bop.
Sometimes I lose fall, but that is okay. That is okay.
Roll up.
Sometimes I can stay, sometimes I make moves. Sometimes we gon' win, sometimes we gon' lose. Sometimes they gon' hate, just do what you do. And sometimes they gon' make you.
Let me tell my story about a nigga who got rich. I hope my story never ends like when Poe got rich. I live my life like it's golden cause I dug out the dirt. Walking the city of Philly where we strung out on purpose. I'm praying for niggas just like a man. But my niggas is strong, we always manage. When you make it about you, got the advantage. Y'all bread is good to me, even butter the sandwich. This a type of song, sit without very young. Get your blunts, papers, bone, but this is very strong. Shorty want me to hit it just like I'm Mary Bones, but she come with too much luggage, I told her carry on. Watch how you talk on my phone, nigga, they on it. Beds intercepting them lines just like a cornerback. Old heads come home tripping, they what they want to back. Same young boys that kill them, they put them on the map.
Sometimes I can stay, sometimes I make moves. Sometimes we gon' win, sometimes we gon' lose. Sometimes they gon' hate, just do what you do. And sometimes they gon' make you think it ain't true.
Yeah. Make sure y'all go check Miz out. Nice little bop. Sometime check him out on YouTube. His new project is out. It's called Money Can Buy Happiness. I'ma love to get him on here and have a conversation. I would love to get him on here and have a conversation with him, man. He's a pretty dope guy. But we're gonna get right to the show. Excuse me, I'm gonna take myself off the screen, get this gum out of my mouth. Pardon me, that ain't what it is with me. I only feel comfortable chewing gum as a man. Really. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm back. So listen, man, we're gonna have a good show today, a great show today. You understand what I'm saying? The topic is the working man a sucker? You understand? I got some guests here. We all working, man, pretty much. I can't go get no hustlers, because then that's quite not right, is it? But hold on. Nonetheless, boom. So if you want to do that, let me put these out. I'm gonna open up the call lines today. Boom. Scroll. Boom. I appreciate you. Miz, I'm Big H. John Mack, what's up, baby?
What's going on?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
Shit, I'm feeling good. On my route. On my route as we speak.
On your morning route, right? Yeah. So I got a topic, man, and you know, we discussed it and the conversation was so good. I hope that we can bring that same energy to this situation right here. Also, I'm gonna bring in, and as soon as he give me the go ahead, I'm gonna bring Ant-Man to go in. But the conversation is the working man a sucker?
Right.
And
Right.
I want to have that conversation, and I want you to kind of like take me through your opinion on that and how you get to where your position now. Like, what was your position before? What was your position getting to where you at now? And what's your position now?
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, all right. This is why. Oh, I gotta pull over for this one. I got time today. All right. This is why I say a working man is not the working man is not a sucker. You feel me? For the simple fact that um my upbringing is similar to everybody, like from urban community. You know, I'm from Jersey. It's my upbringing is the same as, like, you know, if you play the streets, you know what comes with it: death, jail, you know, all that stuff, you know,
Right.
that comes with it. So at the end of the day, long story short, because I want to get to what I'm saying. Like, when I was out on the streets and shit like that, getting
Mm-hmm.
to it and stuff, running it up or whatever the case we want to call it, man. At the end of the day, the risk behind that shit, you was either going to get locked up, killed, robbed. You had to deal with so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
to the point where it takes a burden on your your lifestyle without you even noticing it. You know what I'm saying? Paranoia.
Right.
You build up paranoia. You get like I got PTSD. My friends got shot in front of me. Like my little homies got killed in front. Like this. Like, listen, bro. PTSD. You get all of this stuff from the streets, right? So it come a point in your life where you got to make a transition or make a decision on what you're going to do, right? So with me, my personal
Right.
story is it goes like this. And basically I was always had one foot in, one foot out. I always had a job since I was 15 years old, working
Right.
for the little speed. I don't know what y'all call it in Philly, but in Jersey they call it speedy jobs, where you work in the summertime. You know, I did that shit when I was in the 8th grade going into the 9th that summer, right? I always
Mm-hmm.
had a job. When I got in high school, I started. I always was around some street shit, bro. Like,
Right.
but I was always around some Cosby shit too. Like, you know, it was
Mm-hmm.
like a balance. Like, my friends and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
My friends was just like, you know, they didn't have both. Not no no. Let me rephrase that. My friends, some of my friends had both parents in the home and stuff,
Right.
but my friends that were my age, because I always hung. It came to a point where I hung with older people. But let
Okay.
me say this: before the 8th grade, I was hanging with people my age. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And these and the guys, they didn't. I probably have one friend with both parents, and everybody else, you know, pretty much, you know, single mom and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. Their situation different. And me growing up not knowing, just like I'm picking up their survival traits just from
Mm-hmm.
hanging
Mm-hmm.
with them. And so what happened was that's how I got introduced to the streets, far as getting into them. So long story short, in 2000, I'm gonna say 2009, I hit a breaking point. Cause
Right.
I ain't gonna be on here spilling my whole rap sheet, but in
No, you can
2009,
talk though. I'm
right?
listening. We listening.
Okay, all right. In 2009, in 2009 is when I hit my breaking point where I had to make when I had to make a decision on was I going to be fully in this shit,
Right.
or am I going to better myself and get right and be the person that I need to be. You know what I mean? Not for my parents, not for my wife, not for anybody. Because see, this is what happened. You know, I was hustling and bustling, you know, and uh I wind up serving an undercover in front of my wife's house. This is before we got married. I wound
Right.
up serving an undercover in front of our house, and not knowing that this undercover, she done been undercovering like her whole block. Because remind you, I'm not from that block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I got stock in that block because I've been dealing with her so long that I could move. I could be anywhere with mine. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I was carrying it. So long story short, I served the undercover, and I went back in my wife house. Like I was doing reckless shit, bro. Like this, you would talk to me now and wouldn't be like, nah, you, bro, nah. But this, like, I was like moving reckless, crazy. Yeah. Shit got out of control.
What they call you? The 4-eye, what they say? The 4-eye what?
The 4-eye gangster, like
the 4-eye gangster.
yo, I'm telling you, like, I had
big fella.
I was
big fella. Bro, come here, let me talk to you. Come here, let me talk to you.
Shady. When I tell you, I didn't even know the camera wasn't even faced on me. Like, let me tell you, bro. When I tell you, like, I was like moving like recklessly, like, and this is not my first encounter moving reckless. Like, this is when you're in the streets, you going all in, like,
of course,
you know what I mean. So you already know what it is. So I was moving crazy, so I made the sale, and sure enough, I gave the bitch my number.
Mm-hmm.
I gave her my number, so I served her again. And then the second time is when I caught on to something. Something just gave me like cop vibes and shit, because I didn't know her from one. This, you don't think about this shit till after the fact, because when you out there running it up, you don't even give a fuck. Like, honestly, your mindset is like, it is what it is. So, yo, bro, she called my phone. Next thing you know, this is when I was going to the bars and shit a lot. I went to the bar one night, and when they let out, they had a roadblock. They had a roadblock for me and shit, right?
Whoa.
And I got in my car. I don't know why, but they did not. I knew it was for me. Right. And for some reason, I got up out of there because it was like they were just setting it up. It was something about it. I knew it was for me, right? So the next day, I goes in the crib. I goes in the house. I look out the window. I see a narco car on the corner of my block. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, I know this. I know this shit is it. This is crazy. And sure enough, that Wednesday, my wife, she had a good job at public safety at Rutgers University. She was on her way home from work this particular day. You know what I'm saying? And they raided her mother house. They kicked in the door, her mother house, and they shredded up the sheets. They destroyed her furniture. Wow. They ripped the mattresses. They broke the cabinets. They dumped sugar and flour all over the floor. Wow. They moved the refrigerator, had the refrigerator doors, the drawers, all of they punched a hole in the closet walls to see if it was money in the stairs. They had AR-15s on all of them, on all her mother, her sister, who is disabled. She's disabled. Her brother was down south. Her cousin was up there with her daughter, right, visiting, and they bust in the door. Boom. Boom. Now, my wife, I'm asleep. I'm at my crib. Because remind you, like I said, we wasn't married. I'm at my crib, and I'm getting phone calls. I'm getting woke up out my sleep. And my wife, it was my wife calling. It was a missed call. Then I got a call from when I seen the missed call, right, my mother calling me. My mother is calling me right now, like, boom. She said, yo, I don't know what the fuck you did.
You did something.
They got the block, it's helicopters in the air. They got Tahira block barricade. They got her block barricaded off. Helicopters in the air. Police outside in front of our house.
About a couple cells.
What the fuck did you what did you do? I said, yo, I already knew what I did. I grabs the weed that I had left. I runs in the fucking bathroom, dumps the shit. I put the shit in the toilet. The shit went flush.
It started floating.
The shit went flush. Now the shit getting backed up. The shit getting backed up.
You're supposed to put it in something. You're supposed to put it in something.
Right.
You're supposed to put it in tissue. You just dumped it in
moving on. Hey yo, moving on fast, bro. The toilet stocked up. It's shit coming. It's piss and shit coming out of the shit. All types of shit, right? By the time the police coming up there, I creeps down the back stairs, and I goes into the first floor, which is my mother's house, and when the cops is greeting me in the living room, they was like, "Put your hands behind your back." I was like, "Yo, what I do?" You know what the fuck you did. You gonna find out what the fuck you did. You know what the fuck you did. And I was like, yo, L, boom. Yo, I gets down there. Now, they put me in the back of a paddy wagon, bro. Right? They takes me around the corner because my wife lives around the corner. She lived around the corner from me. And they took the paddy wagon around the corner in front of my wife's house. This is another thing. Before I go there, they were asking my wife, where is John at? Where the fuck is he at? Where the fuck is he at? She would not tell them where they was at. She's like, yo, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Like, I don't know what you talking about. I don't, off the rip, this is how she playing it. I never trained her to talk like this. I never, this is just genuine. You know what I'm saying? She said, I don't know where the fuck they're at. Tell them to go fuck. Yo, she told them to go fuck themselves. Guess what? They drove me around the corner in the paddy wagon. She's on the porch in handcuffs and shit. They put her in the car. They playing mind games. They let me see all this. They let me see all this. They put her in the car.
All this? Any kids involved through all this? You got kids?
At this very moment, no. Ain't no kids involved yet. This is 2000. This is 2009. Like let me. I'm staying on track because remember, the working man is not a sucker, and I'm just reminding him. Listen. So get back to the story. 2009. Boom. All right. So she's in the back. I see her go in the back of the cop car. They lock me up. I goes down and shit like that. So now I'm finding out that the cops came down there to the precinct for her, and they told her job that she was in some type of drug dealing, which they didn't find no drug. They found one bag of weed. They say, they quote unquote found a bag of weed or some shit like that. And because remind you, they didn't find nothing in the house, by the way, after doing all of this shit. So now they upset. So you can imagine the how they carrying it at this point. They mad. They don't got what they thought they had. So at the end of the day, bro, the police that was
we got some hecklers in the comments and ready to block them. But for y'all that don't know, y'all thinking is one thing, but he talking about something that's taking place. Where is taking place at?
This taking place in 2009.
No, where?
In Jersey.
All right, because the people don't understand. They from a large majority of my demographic of people that supporters that come on here, they from Philly. So they not understanding all this commotion about a weed sale. They don't understand you in suburbia.
They don't
understand what's going on.
They don't understand the dynamic. Like, all right, let me before I go continue the story, let me tell them the dynamics of the situation. I'm on the block, okay? The block is full with other hustlers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing their own thing, and it's a lot of shit going on, gang shit, all the shit that goes on in the hood.
Yeah,
that's what brung that type of attention. So for the littlest things, you talking about 2009 in Jersey, like they trying to pin everything. That's the thing. I got caught serving to an undercover. that's where it came in at. It ain't about the weed sale. It's about serving that weed to the undercover twice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so to get back to the story, the detectives that was working the case wound up telling my going down to her job, telling her job that, you know, her boyfriend it was involved in this and this and that. They wound up firing my wife from her job.
Wow.
Right. They wound up firing my wife from her job. She loses her job. You know, I'm locked up. You know, I had money. I had to take that money to get a lawyer. And, you know, you wait in jail for about 2-3 weeks for them to reduce it, pay the bail with the help of my parents. With the help, like, let me repeat that. With the help of my parents.
Yeah.
Not my friend. No, I had my boy, like my main man helped, of course.
Yeah.
2 of my main mans helped, of course. But like, if you want to talk about a group of people, only 2 people help, something wrong there. But long story short, my parents gets me out, and when I get out, so when I'm in jail and shit, this is the longest I ever been in jail. Like, remind you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never been to prison before, you know. So, this is the longest I've been in jail. I think it was about three and a half. It was about 3.5 weeks. So I'm in jail, you know, a nigga in his jail bag writing letters.
Right.
I'm writing my wife apology letters. I'm writing her mom's apology letters.
Right.
I'm like, yo, when I say, yo, I'm gonna get my shit on straight. I'm so sorry for this. Like, yo, please don't like leave me. Like, you know, like, yo, and like she wrote back, like, yo, nah, hell no. Nah, like, I would never like leave you, like, and stuff like that. And
yeah,
I'm like,
you was on some 50 Cent shit. You had your 21 questions.
Right.
You just need to let me know now.
Right.
Down. If you still got love for me.
So at the end of the day, so I'm making all these promises and shit, you know, from jail, you know, and at the end of the day, the average person would think that, you know, that's all talk and all that shit because you in jail, you done got caught. Of course you want to get straight now. All right. So I'm like, yeah, you know, we're going to get married, da-da-da. Long story short, I get out of jail. Now I got to fight the case.
Right.
I put up $3,000, and I had the rest of it I had to pay in installments.
Right.
All together $7,000. This shit is in high court. I don't know what y'all call that shit out there, but
and that's
this shit is like.
So look, I want you just to understand, like, the way you got to break it down is you got to break it down in layman's terms, because you talking to a demographic of people that really don't understand the financial, the judicial, the economical, the political structure of other places. A lot of times. Like you got to understand when and where we from in Philly, our center city look another one way, and then we go to center cities and other towns that don't look the same. We don't get the same vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The skyline is different. The vibe is different. The rules is different. Play on different. Like I had B-Roll on here a couple days back, and B-Roll was talking about being in jail and pimping the boys out and this, that, and the third. But what people don't, he was keeping it real about what goes on.
That's what the fuck goes on.
About what goes on about what goes on in Louisiana prisons. But what they don't know is in Pennsylvania prisons, a lot of these dudes that they consider OGs right now, and I was in jail with them, they faggots. I know that they undercover. It's cool. They do their thing. You still give them their respect because they kill you. You know, you don't play with them. You don't play with them. That's their choice. That's that man's choice in life. Don't play with him. That's his choice. And you're laughing. Don't play with him. You better look the other way. Shit,
I ain't laughing because of that. I'm laughing because I understand what you're saying, and I remember how everybody was going all haywire.
That shit was crazy.
It's because
they didn't understand it.
Right. So a lot of these legends that's got legendary names in Pennsylvania, and they've been in the penitentiary for 35 years, and you think they ain't dipping nothing and slipping. Some of them did.
Shit.
But if you think they came up when the time was snorting coke and doing dope was good.
Yeah, on some freaky shit, wild horny. My pops used to call that shit crack horny. Like niggas used to be, the motherfuckers used to be doing some wild shit back in the.
So it's like you better respect it because he'll knock you out and he'll cut you and he'll tell you, and I mean, you're gonna put some mud on my or blood on my stick.
Yeah.
You gonna put some, he'll tell you gonna put some mud on my or some blood on my stick. You feel what I'm saying? Woo! This over here is spicy. I'm at the kill him. I'm at the kill this over here. Oh, don't come over here. Don't play with me. I'm not playing chess with you. I'm not playing dominoes, Scrabble. I'm not playing pinochle, spades, poker, blackjack. I'm not lifting weights with you. I'm not running the track with you. We're not playing basketball. We're not sharing soups. I don't want anything from you except space. Please. Space.
Only thing going on that night is somebody dying that night. Nigga, I'm not.
You're too spicy. You're spicy.
Word, nigga, you're too spicy, man.
You're too spicy.
Yeah, so, bro, like, I don't want to lose my thought and shit, but
go ahead though. My bad. Whew,
yeah, you good. Spicy. But
I was talking. You were talking about in the high court.
Oh yeah, on high court. And high court is basically the highest level of court that you could go in. It's like in the Supreme. It's like the real deal shit. Like like where motherfuckers go at for murders and all types of shit. Like so. All right, so yeah, so now I'm in high court. My lawyer. Long story short, my lawyer tells me they offering me 3 years. I basically said, nah, fuck out of here. What the fuck I got you for? This is weed. I mean, I understand it's an undercover, and I understand that, a lot of this shit is like day after the gangs and all this shit like that. And I get that, but that ain't me. This ain't I'm not taking no 3 years. Boom. So they goes back, and they were like, the lawyer was like, well, if you take this is what I was doing off the rip. Because they charged my wife with some shit. Right. They was like, well, if you take the charges for your wife, and if you take the charges for your wife, and you cop out to you basically cop out to the shit, and we'll let her off the hook, and you'll have to do 3 years probation. I was like, when I was going to court, my whole angle was like, yo, leave my wife out, not leave my wife at the time. I'm saying that now because she's my wife, but leave my wife out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Get her out of this court. She doesn't need to be in this setting. She don't need to be around these people. She done went through enough. I don't want her. No, I'll take the fall for anything y'all trying to charge her with. So they came back with that shit, and sure enough, I pleaded out to that shit, and I got my 3 years probation. I had
whatever you want to send, Isaiah. Whatever you want to send. Pardon me. Shout out to Money Miz. Shout out to all y'all for real.
I had about honestly, bro, I had about $1,000 left. My sister, who is a school teacher, she seen that, like, yo, like I reached my breaking point, like, with this shit. You know what I mean?
So that's the Bill Cosby side of your life that come back into play. Like you said, like you said, I got that Bill Cosby side too.
Right. It has that Bill Cosby side to it because, like I said, I grew up with both parents. You know what I'm saying? They both worked. My mother worked at the hospital. My father was a DIFAS worker. You know, he got his bachelor's degree from FAMU. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in that. He was in the military, you know. Yeah, and I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. One of my sisters are actually from Philly and shit. But I'll get to that in another, you know, when we kick it or whatever.
Hey, let me ask you this, not to go too far. Just ask you. So your father was a military father, so you grew up doing like Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, or JROTC, ROTC.
Let me tell you.
I did it too, bro.
My father came in. My father went to the military in the 60s, right? Mm-hmm. So he felt the effect. He was a part of the civil rights movement. everything. He played a major part in public housing in Tallahassee, Florida.
Right.
He basically had to get out of that state because they were going to kill him and shit. Like politically, like they were going to assassinate my dad. Long story short, and
Wow.
my dad was on some shit like, yo, Boy Scout, Girl Scout. In second grade, I went to I said, yo, I want to be a Boy Scout. He bought all of the shit. We went to that shit one time. He seen all the niggas that was running that shit, because I went to a Catholic school. So he seen them white men. No offense to anybody that's white. If anybody white watching this that's Catholic or anything, don't take offense to this. But my dad seen it and he was like, no. At that point, like he already knew. Like he was like, nah, this is some weird shit going on in here. We're not gonna have him in no Boy Scout if I ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to be there 24/7 with my son in his Boy Scout, and they don't want to do it that way. So nah, we ain't joining that. That's how that went with that. My father wasn't strict on me. He was strict on my brother, my older brothers and sisters, because at that time it was fresh. You know what I'm saying?
In the hood, let me tell you, in the hood, bro, I'm going to cut you off because I know we digressing. So I want to get off and let you get back to your story. In the hood, the structure was a little different.
Yeah.
See, the people that was around in positions of authority over top of us in our schools was predominantly African-American males. I remember, like Mr. Coates, Mr. Call, stuff like that. And then you go on and on. I mean, we had white males in our school, but predominantly the ones that stuck out, the ones that made the most lasting marks on us. And my homies, I know we talk about like male and female African-American teachers. And then we talk about other people from different ethnic, racial backgrounds that made an impact on us also in the school system, because they stood out, because they really fought for us, like Miss Bernie, stuff like that. So we understand these people, you know, it's once in a few, but whatever the case may be, I was able to be a Cub Scout. I remember Pack 225. I've always been the type of, like, I never really embraced none of that because I didn't know what was going on. It's like my mom and them signed me up for this, and now I'm going. So now I'm in the Cub Scouts Pack 225. Then I was in the Boy Scouts Pack 225. Then what's that?
No, that's my with the beeping noise.
Yeah,
that was my bus. My bus was reversing.
Oh, that's cool. So so from there, I went to once I got in high school, I was in Gretz, and I was in the JROTC program and the ROTC program before I was arrested as a kid, right? And all of those programs, I was allowed to slide past because my attitude was so fucked up. You know what I mean? My attitude was so messed up. And all of those programs that I was in, I was allowed to like relatively just sit in the back. But what I did pick up from all of that stuff is I know how to be a leader by myself. And I know how to run with a team too. And I know how to get away from people that's ready to damage the whole mission. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Like, picked up them traits early. You picked up them traits early.
It's called survival skills. It's like I really know. I know you could let me off with you could let me off with everything you need and drop me off at the edge of the woods, and I'll meet you on the other side. Right. That's just how I am, and I could do it with myself, and I could do it with a team. I'm gonna come out on the other side of the storm because I believe in the Lord. Right, boom, I'm getting over there on that side. But you know, man, just moving forward, I just wanted to say, my life, I resonated with that because I'm from the hood, and even though I went through everything everybody else went through in the hood, I could really say inside my household I had a great upbringing. My mom was married. You understand what I'm saying? We ate meals. She cooked. She cleaned. She worked 2 or 3 jobs. My mom was a CNA back then, home health care aide, a CNA at a nursing home, and she worked at like a ShopRite or Pathmark out West Philly off of Market Street when I was a kid, all at one time. And she would rotate like this. And as a young kid, I used to chop my mom's legs. Like her legs used to be so swollen from walking that I used to, when she come home, she'd be like, chop my legs. And I chop my mom's legs. Be chopping my mom's legs. those type of relationships with our parents, and that's what your father wasn't willing to give up. He wasn't willing to give up that bond like that. He looked around, he didn't see his reflection in the people he was entrusting his son's upbringing to. So that's when you say, when you say, you know, no offense to white people, anything like that, is I understand what you're saying. Without it being an apology, it's kind of like an explanation, because maybe they don't know. They so used to being attacked because we so used to attacking them because of what they did. Maybe not them and maybe not to us, but all around the board. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody else on here, I want you to understand this. Growing up, our parents, they shape and they mold us. And we may not share the same views as our parents, and we may share the exact same views as our parents.
Right.
Just as you may share the same views as your parents or not.
Right.
What John Mack is saying at the time, this was the viewpoint of his father, and he's explaining that viewpoint with honesty, not sugarcoat.
Right. I can't sugarcoat shit. Like, if you want me to sugarcoat the shit, I can't do it. I can't talk. You know what I'm saying? Like this is me, uncut. This is the Shady Show. This shit is real life, real people, bro. Like,
real talk.
You know what I mean? Like, what do y'all want from us? Like, you know, you're gonna get the real. You know what I mean? That's one thing about this. You're gonna get it real and uncut. You may not like how I come across, but you're gonna get the real and uncut, you know, and you gotta just take it for what it is. But long story short, bro, 2009, all right, 2010 came. My sister gives me this money. I say I want to get my CDL license and shit. I get my CDL license. Well, I practice for the shit. I go to the schooling and stuff. It was hard for me to pass the written tests and stuff like that, because a nigga like me, I wasn't really trying to study. So I came up with the system, like, I go on Monday, fail, remember the answers, go back that following Monday, take the part B to that test. I wound up failing that shit so many times that I knew all of the answers to the joint. Like, it was crazy how I did that shit. Right. So long story short, I got my CDL license, and I started working for the company I'm at today. And let me tell you, bro, it went just like this, bro. No, I'm gonna put it like this. This is before I got my CDL. I got my CDLs in 2012. I started working for my job in 2010 that I'm at now. But I didn't need a CDL at this time, because they wasn't pressing the state of New Jersey for paratransit drivers to have it. So I was driving the same exact bus right here, probably bigger, with no CDLs in 2010. And I got this job in 2010 by, I'm on probation. They telling me I gotta have a job or I'm getting locked back up. I goes do, you know, I didn't like, at this point, at this very moment, I didn't have a job in a while. So going about getting one, I didn't know how to do it. So I go on Google. I Googled all of the driving jobs in New Jersey. The company that I worked for was like second on the list. I called them straight up, just like this. I called them. I'm like, y'all hiring, da 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 da. He was like, yeah, we hiring. Come down to such and such, da da da. Talk to da da da. I'm like, cool. I goes down there. I'm thinking, I go down there, bro. I go down there. I get inside. He like, yo, fill out these forms, like you about to start. I'm like, I got the job. He like, yeah. He was like, yo, I'm like, what I'm gonna be driving? I'm thinking I'm gonna be driving the van. Yo, this nigga the training dude pulls up in a bus, bro. This paratransit bus. Remind you, I ain't never drive no paratransit bus before. The biggest shit I drove was a van at this time. So I get the job.
You gotta figure it out.
I get the job on my first call looking for a job, like literally, like
when lightning strikes.
Right. I called, they like, boom, I get down there. So long story short, I get the job, right? This is 2010. In 2010, I got 2010, I got married also, you know? And when I got married, I got married in November, and I got into the bus accident in February.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to hold me accountable for some shit that malfunctioned on the bus, where the lift came out and it hit a car, and they fired me for the shit. Now, there's nothing I could do at this very moment. You know what I mean? There's nothing I could do at this very moment. They fired me. I don't got a CDL at this time, remind you, 2010. So they fire me. I go into a depression. I'm married. And remind you, I goes into the depression because my friend Bubby, on Thanksgiving, I got married on the 13th of November. On Thanksgiving, my friend, they so-called say he committed suicide in jail with his belt and shit like that. And he died on Thanksgiving. And that shit put me in total depression. I ain't have no job. You know what I mean? This is at the point where I want to do the right thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in the streets or whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, bro, I went into a deep depression. Fast forward to 2012, 2011. My sister gave me $2,500. I had $1,000. I went to the CDL place, and I went to go get my CDLs, and I got my CDLs, and my first job was at a adult daycare center and shit. And at this time, I had a niece, a great niece, that we were taking care of off the simple fact that I had a niece that, you know, she was going through hard times and stuff like that, you know, and, you know, she was going through whatever she was going through. She couldn't take care of her daughter, and she left her daughter with me and my wife at the age, and at that time, Puda was about, we were in her life from the time she was born, because we were at the hospital and stuff when she was born, because she appointed my wife as she appointed us as the godparents and stuff, even though she was my niece. So we wound up taking care of Puda from the time she was about 1 year old all the way up into now. You know, we had to go through the courts and stuff like that to get her, you know, because we didn't have no other choice, because, you know, everything was in the mom name. Food stamps, Medicaid, you know, all health insurance, you know, all that stuff was in the mom's name. So we had to get all of that shit switched. We had to go to court for that. So this is 2012. Now,
hey, hold on one second, man, because we don't never know what life brings, right? We in 2012. Tell them what that is on the screen, man.
Oh, that's God's Merchants. That's my clothing line. That's the Larry and Bird. That's sportswear right there.
All right, so because they probably don't know what I'm doing. So you driving, pay attention to why you driving, explain your clothing line, and then you get back to your story. Just briefly explain your clothing line. In the background, I'm gonna be going through your clothing line while you telling your story.
Okay. All right. In 2011, I was going through major depression, depressed as hell. That's why my hair is the way it is. Like, male baldness, that shit, I got that shit early during that time right there. You know, I was stressed out, I was just closed off. So much shit was happening. My cousin got killed during this time. Like, it was just so much going on, like just in my life, to where I just put myself in the dark and I closed myself in, and I was in a deep depression in 2011. In 2012, my parents seen that I was depressed and shit like that. They like, nah, we taking y'all on a vacation and shit. Y'all ain't got no money, cool, fuck it. Pile up in the car with us, we going to Myrtle Beach. I went to Myrtle Beach, bro. That shit changed like I had a time. You got time to reflect. You not in the house no more. You on the beach. You enjoying it. You enjoying yourself and stuff like that. So in 2012 is when I came up with God's Merchants. I was just in the house doodling on the pad and shit. because I always wanted a clothing line and shit, you know, but I didn't know how to take action on it and stuff. So in 2012 is when I made that logo. It didn't look like that now, the way it looked now, but it's basically in that same realm, right? So I made the logo. I'm sitting on it. I'm talking about I'm promoting this shit like it's out. God's merchants since 2012. If you go on my personal page, you'll see that me and my man got we got two crew necks pressed up. I made the design. It's a lion. It's a baby lion on the joint, and it say God's on the forehead.
Right.
I made 2 of those, right? And I sat on the idea. I never went back in because at the time, 2012, it wasn't really going deep into the information era where we at now, to where you could just get information on anything that you have the desire to do. So I didn't know how to start a clothing line business and stuff like that. All I knew was to go to these people to print this shit up, and this shit ain't adding up to where I can make money off it because these people charging this. So I fell back from it. I applied back to the job that I got fired from, which is the job that I work at today. And then
if at first you don't succeed.
Yeah, that's the logo. That's the logo right there. But if you go on my page and you go down, it's a similar logo to that, and I made in 2012.
Go on your Instagram page.
Yeah, John Mack. But it's all the way down. It's all the way down from 2012.
Right.
John Mack.
I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out right quick. Pardon me. And we're gonna get right to it. Gotta definitely get a shout out. He definitely hosting this week. I want to give a shout out to Mizzy Miz.
Oh yeah, that music fire.
Yeah,
that
Mizzy Miz got some fire. He got some music.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I played it in the beginning. You want me to play it again?
Yeah, because if that shit was whack, trust and believe, I'm the wrong person to have on here, because I'd have been like, bro, that shit is garbage dump. That shit is garbage. Nah, that shit hard. I like that. I like that joint.
Sometimes we go, sometimes we don't lose. Sometimes they go ahead, just do what you do. And sometimes they go ahead, you
tell my story about a nigga calling up rich. Like a golden, cause I dug out the dirt. Walking the city of Philly, where we strung out on purpose. I'm praying for niggas like a man, but my niggas is strong, we always manage. When you make it about you, got the advantage. Y'all bread is good to me, even butter the sandwich. This a type of song, sit without very young. Get your blunts, papers, bone, my business very strong. Shorty want me to hit it just like I'm Gary Bones, but she comes with too much luggage, I told her carry on. Watch how you talk on my phone, nigga, they on it. Feds intercepting them lines just like a cornerback. Old heads come home tripping, they want they cornerback. Same young boys that kill them, they put them on the map.
sometimes I can stay, sometimes I make moves. Sometimes we gon' win, sometimes we gon' lose. Sometimes they go ahead, just do what you do. And sometimes we gon' make you think it ain't true. Sometimes I can stay.
All right, listen, y'all know I'm up there disturbing my neighbors. It's only 6:53 in the morning over here, man. Pardon me, man. But this episode is sponsored by Money Miz 57. Follow him on Instagram. Check out his new project, Money Can Buy Happiness. It's available on all streaming platforms. You know what I mean? So check him out. Make sure y'all check him out. He's sponsoring this whole week. If you guys want to hit me up for promo, let me know. I got weekly slots available. Let me know. Shout out to Money Miz. Yeah. I'm here, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. But like, I don't want to drag it because like I really want to get to the point of why working man ain't a sucker and shit. So long story short, I started back working and I've been working ever since. Now in 2017 is when I made the trend. I started learning about how to get my credit right. I started learning about real estate and stuff like that. And because I had a friend from high school that's a real estate investor, and he made millions off of this shit. And he basically gave me the blueprint to what to read, how to change your mindset, what books to read. So I started getting into books. I started reading books. I got I got the Audible app. Started reading books every day. Started becoming a book junkie. I'm in Barnes and Noble, like I'm at Saks.
Enriching your soul, enriching your soul.
Enriching my soul, bro. That shit felt so good. Like, you don't like, you know.
I know.
A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. But you know. Ant-Man, I know he studied law. I know he know that feeling of learning something brings you life, bro. Like, so I'm learning all of these things. And my mentor, who is my bro that from high school, he's telling me to take action. Take action. And whatever you want to do in life, just take action on the shit.
Right.
And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I started studying the real estate stuff. It was hard. I did a wholesale deal, and I did a JV. I did a JV deal. And by the time I got to that JV deal, I said, bro, this shit is stressful as hell. Don't get me wrong. I'm going back in. I'm going back in. But right now, as of right now, I took that money. I said, yo, I'm going to start following my dreams, what I want to do, whether I want to start a podcast, invest in my clothing line, or whatever. And that's exactly what I did. You know, and I took the money and I ran with it. Because usually you're supposed to take the money and you're supposed to reinvest it back into the real estate, into getting more deals and scaling the business. But that's not what I did. I actually did the opposite on some, like I said, the streets is like still in me. You know what I mean? Like, so I took that big lump because I knew I never seen that high. I never reached those levels of money like that before. And remind you, the whole time I'm building my credit. At this time, my credit is building, you know, and everything is adding up, you know. Like, I got money, I got this money, I got the credit, like, so I'm leveraging it, you know. So my mentor taught me how to leverage my credit with my money and all this stuff, and I just started living. Everything changed. Everything changed, bro. Everything changed. Everything started coming in abundance. Like everything. Like,
and you doing you, man.
I got God's Merchants. I got God's Merchants clothing, and I got Created in Hooterville, which is the streetwear for my neighborhood is Hooterville. I'm from Hooterville. So I got a street brand called Created in Hooterville. I started that in the summertime. So it's like I got basically two companies. You know, and I also about to start doing start getting back into the music because I make music also, you know. And so I'm just following my dream, like what I want to do, how I want to do it. And I'm about to get back into the real estate shit heavy. I'm about to get into that real heavy. Like, that's about to be it for me, because at the end of the day, you gotta have an end goal with this shit. I follow the cash quadrants. A lot of people don't know what the cash quadrants is.
Go ahead, break it down to them.
The cash quadrants are. It's from a book that Robert Kiyosaki wrote. I might be saying his last name wrong. He wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I recommend. I recommend everybody that's watching this live to read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah,
it would change your mindset forever. Forever, it would change your mindset. And after that, you get the book called Cash Quadrants or some shit, I think it's called. And that's what I follow in life with my financial being. So the cash quadrants is, you got your job in one corner, you got your businesses down at the bottom, Then on the right side, it's like a tic-tac-toe board.
All right,
You
so
know
hold
what
on.
I mean?
Hold on, let me see.
I don't know
Hold
if
on.
you can look up the cash quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki.
Okay, hold on.
It'll pop up, bro. It'll pop up. You'll see it. But that's how I follow it. Like, so long story short, for the people that don't understand it, what I basically do is I work for a living. Yes, I do work for a living like the average American, right? But what I do is, I pay my bills, and the little bit of money that I have left over, I invested in my company. I invested into something. You invested into something. You could save it and invest it into something, or you can invest it into something. Now you starting a business. Now you created a business. Now you working, and you taking your work money that you have, the money that you have left after your bills, you sacrificing. Remind you, this shit ain't easy. You got to sacrifice. Comes with a lot of sacrifice. And you take your money from your work and you build a business with it. I'm saying you if you want to start a clothing line, start a clothing line. If you want to make
here go the cash quadrant, the cash flow quadrant right here.
There we go.
E, employee amount of active work determines income.
Right.
Business owner income does not depend on active work. Self-employed amount of active work determines income. Invested income does not depend on active work. So if you're an employee, the way you get your money is through time. If you're a business owner, the way you get your money is through employees. If you self-employed, the way you get your money is through time. If you an investor, the way you get your money is through putting money up.
Right.
So all right, now break that down. How do you apply these four different different cash flow modalities, modules or modalities? How do you apply these four different modalities to your life?
Yeah. All right. Well, this is how I do it. This is basically showing you the blueprint to how to become successful. You know what I'm saying? And it's at your own pace. It doesn't happen overnight. This is you in it for the long run. So this is basically telling you to use your money from work and to create a business. And from creating that business, you reinvest into that business. And the end goal, basically, long story short, the end goal is to be financially free.
Oh, so hold on. So this thing is a pipeline. Okay, I'm understanding.
This is to gain financial freedom.
Oh, now let me go back and look at it. Let me break it down and tell me if I'm breaking it down right.
Financial freedom. Yeah.
I'm thinking this is different. This is four different modalities of how to get money, right? But this is the pipeline to becoming financially free. First, you're an employee. You take your money from becoming an employee, you become a business owner. You take the money from becoming a business owner, you're self-employed. You know you got to do, and then you take that money and you become an investor. And you also can flip it how I said it too, because that makes sense too. It breaks down to you. If you're an employee, you know that your time is money. If you're a business owner, you know that your employees is money. If you self-employed, you know that your time is money. And if you're an investor, you know that your money is money. You get what I'm saying? So it breaks down. No, I get it.
Yeah, and I want the people to know that time is your most valuable asset, bro. You know what I mean? To the people out there, time is your most valuable asset in this shit, yo. You dig what I'm saying? And this is how I go, bro. Like at the end of the day, man, I went from I got my credit cards because this is the thing. When you're using your credit cards, most people use their credit cards to buy clothes, you know, to shop at restaurants, do dumb. It's not dumb shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not want to offend nobody because I do it myself. But then it's the other way of using your credit cards to make money. So you got good. It's a thing called good credit. I mean, no, it's a good thing. It's a thing called bad debt, and you got good debt. Good debt is when you using your credit cards to invest in something.
Hey, listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me see something. Does this? I don't mean to cut you off. He said this flows. Dominic says this flows like quadrant. He said it flows. First, you're an employee, then you become self-employed, then you become a business owner, then you become an investor. So he said ESBI, not EBSI. So he reading you become employed, then you become self-employed,
Right.
then you become
Right.
a business owner, then you
Right.
become an investor. Now check
Right.
this out. Check this out, right? Dang, it's dope.
Right. Right.
So
This is how you become
is
financially
this how the quadrants of the heart work? True. Is this how blood flow through the heart, the quadrants of the heart, like this down and then up and then down like that?
Yeah, it actually in the book it look a little different. I remember the E, because I'm driving right now. The E, I think it was EB.
Hold on. Oh, we got a call coming in from Cambodia. Hold on.
Okay.
Y'all ready? Come on, follow the link in. Follow the link.
Yeah.
It's in your email.
I got you.
All right.
Hey, bro.
Bring Cambodia in here. But listen, go ahead though.
Yeah, because I gotta get off of here at 9:30. At 9:35, I gotta get off of here. But at the end of the day, bro, let me. All right, boom.
Yep, you got
it. So at the end of the day, I use this blueprint for financial to gain financial freedom. So I'm in the stages of, yes, I am working, but I'm also investing this money that I've made from work into my business every 2 weeks. You dig what I'm saying? Every 2 weeks. Whether I'm buying merch myself, whether I'm doing, I'm investing it into the business and it's staying inside the business. And
keep that money home. Keep that money home.
Right. Even down to, well, like I said, even down to the weed I smoke, everything I keep to myself inside my own, what they call that shit, like my own economy, like basically, I guess the word I'm gonna use, but you dig what I'm saying? Like, you got to do those things in order to build. So now I'm at the point where, bro, on some shit, I'm making the steps to replace this job. I want to make the money to replace my paycheck and do that on a consistent basis. Now, through your journey, you're going to find out that shit ain't easy. You dig? That's the reality of these real estate, like all these motherfucking influencers and shit. They telling you this shit, but they not telling you like, yo, it ain't easy. But don't let that discourage you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let that push you. Let that be your fuel. You dig what I'm saying? Because now I'm at the point where, okay, I was able to get my mom out of a situation far as her house, and she could live more comfortable. My dad passed, right? So I was in a situation to make that situation good. You know what I mean? And if it wasn't for following, if it wasn't for getting my mindset right and all of these things going through my journey, I wouldn't have never been prepared for that, and she would have lost the house, that she had since the 70s, right? So I was blessed to do that. And in the whole meanwhile, I have my personal life going on. Like, I'm getting kids out of nowhere, and like I'm making a transition. Like, that's why I say, to get back to the topic, a working man is not a sucker, for the simple fact that when you look at it in this type of way, the working man could never be a sucker. A working man that take care of his family,
I agree.
That provides clothing, shelter, and food for their family could never be a sucker. They could never be a sucker. In the realest gangsters' eyes, I know some of the realest gangsters respect me, bro, for me being me.
Right.
Who I am today. They respect me for me. They see me with my kids. They see how I carry it with my wife. I'm not perfect. No man is, no woman is. But at the end of the day, they see me.
Word up.
And they see the real of me. They respect it. And that's what it's all about. Like, these niggas be out here doing the most dumbest shit to get respect from niggas that they not gonna get the respect from. Like, the niggas that respect me, these niggas wish they had the respect from these guys. You understand what I'm saying? Just off of me being me. You know what I mean? So long story short, bro, a working man can never be a sucker, for the simple fact, if you got this blueprint that's sitting in front of us and you take advantage of it and do what you got to do, you can never be a sucker because you're gonna always work. So like, on like whoever follows that slogan in life, that a working man's a sucker, you're I don't want to sugarcoat it, you're dumb, like, at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Because
I want to say this. I want to say this to add in on the topic, because I know I digressed a lot. I'll put the topic up there. Is the working man a sucker? That's because that's the conversation you and I were having, as well as Ant-Man. I want to say this. My position has always been, you do what you need to do to stay out the way, and make sure that whenever you put your best foot forward, you, like, I have a mission statement. I'm gonna show you, like honestly, bro. I have an honest mission statement. Is it in this book? Yeah. So you want to hear my mission statement, bro?
Hell yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, to contribute to human welfare by application of quality journalism, alleviating the need to seek info from less than credible sources, to direct our growth towards the areas of quality journalism, to strive without reserve to become and maintain a premier media platform for all urban affairs, to make a fair profit as long as we meet our obligations to our community, digital or otherwise, to recognize the personal worth of everyone that has contributed to the construction, maintenance, and advancement of the Shady Show by always promoting from within and reinvesting into the company and community alike, and maintain good citizenship as a company and as an individual while giving back every day. That's my company goals. That's my mission statement. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I'm governed. This not nobody's stuff. I wrote this myself. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I sit down, I write my own stuff out. You know what I mean? Because I got that. I got financial goals, secure funding for the company through various avenues, such as sponsorship, advertising, packages, promotional packages. You know what I mean?
Right.
Quality control. Make sure I'm building a story based off truth, even if the truth is too truthful. Corrective action plan. You know, I got shit going on that whereas though I'm trying to put safeguards in place to protect me and those around me from falling victim to what other social media platforms or other media platforms fall victim to. I don't want to fall victim to those things, because I want my shit to be tight. And the only way you could be tight in this journalistic world, if you follow the codes of journalism. That's it. You can't really do anything else. And if you don't know the code of ethics and you don't know what's going on with journalism, you got to get it together, or you got to get out the field. That's like saying you're a basketball player but don't know the rules of the game. You walking, you traveling, you're double dribbling, you're doing all that. I think that's all the same thing, but I don't know basketball though. So to even know, I think walking, dribbling, is that all the same thing? Traveling, walking, double or dribbling? All that shit is, I think it's all the same. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I do it every time I get on the court. Just know that. Whatever that is, I do it every time. You know what I mean? But I want to tell these people out here, young guys, young girls, old guys, old girls, I'm going to tell y'all this. If you're working to produce a better effect in your life than what yesterday was, you're great. No matter if you're working for yourself or working for anyone. Don't let no one tell you or move you that big. So I want to let y'all know that. And recap on that. We'll recap on that another time. I got my guys from Cambodia in here, and they waiting. They in Cambodia, and they in the streets right now. You hear me?
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to do, man. I want to tell you this, man. Thank you for coming on this platform. Thank you for sharing your story. I know it's not done because we never even got to the part where me and you linked up at. But
right.
And we never got to the part where you getting the girls and all that. So it's going to have it's going to have to be a part 2. I thank you for coming. I'm definitely going to have a part 2. And then I'm going to have to go get Ant's story. I thought we was going to be able to share. I ain't going to lie. But then I'm going to have to go get Ant's story. So you do what you need to do, brother. Drive safe. Take care of your patients. Do what you need to do. Get home to your family, all right?
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Peace out.
All right, man.
All right, peace. Yo, man, we sitting here with that big ass forehead, man. What's going on, man? I thank you for being. I thank you for being
game and shit, doing daddy, tuning into this shit.
I thank you for being patient, man. I'm ready to bounce into Cambodia. You hear me? You ready? You ready to go in?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm
All
with
right, so I might click you out here and there, but if
All
I
right, that's
see,
cool.
because I got a thing over here that tell me when your connection lagging and when it's pulling from everybody else's.
All right, say no more.
That's
Say
what
no
I be
more.
doing. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
no,
So
I don't mind it. It ain't about shit, bro. I got you. I'm
okay.
tuned in.
All right.
All right.
All right. Boom. Buck.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. What up, Until what's going
Where
on
we
with you,
at
man?
though?
Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Cambodia.
Y'all in
Got the
Cambodia?
team with me.
You got the team with you?
Look.
We get low at. We get low.
Get low.
Get low.
Hello.
Get low. What's up, get low? Huh?
Yeah, he said he speak Cambodia. He said, you know, Cambodia.
I'm coming out there.
Cambodia.
Not yet. Not
He said,
yet.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Okay.
Get low. So what y'all doing, man?
My boy Tiny. You see
What's
him?
up, Tiny? Shout out to South Philly out there in Cambodia.
Yeah, grab it real quick. What's going on?
What's going on, Tiny? Shout out to you, man. 7th Street watching. So what's going on, man?
Ain't nothing, man. We chilling and sitting on the block.
What y'all doing out there? How y'all get all the way out there, man?
Schooling the youngins,
Oh man, how we get out here that came on?
Yeah, yeah.
I got booked, whatever like that. So immigration had picked this up. Well, in my case, because I had a home invasion and all that before, so I've been through there, and they let me out before. So this time, they say, man, we got travel documents and all that. We send you back. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm here for a year right now. I got a year in today.
Today. So
Yeah,
listen,
I
you've
got a
been
year in today.
so how long was you in America?
Bro, all my life, bro. All my life.
How many years is that?
Man, like 36, 37 years, bro. Yeah, like 36 years.
And now you over there in Cambodia. How was the transition?
Bro, I still can't even. I'm still trying to adapt to this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Cause I don't really know nothing about this stuff. I'm still trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like things out, like how to, make a little couple dollars in it. You know what I mean? Do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy out here though, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, I'm listening. I'm listening, bro.
yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy though.
So what you got kids in America? You got kids here?
Yeah, for sure.
So how has that affected your relationship with your children?
I mean, it's just like phone contact. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's it, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no type of like, when you there, you know what I'm saying? You get to hug your kids and, even though like they know how much I love them and all that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Your present mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? When you there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You like they listen to you and all that. But then again, you know what I'm saying? You're not there, so you can't really say I want to punish my kids, whatever like that, right? I tell them on the phone, boom, boom, whatever. But then they'll do otherwise, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't there.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with the love. It's like they know how much I love them, but at the same time, they ain't. I don't know, man. It's just crazy, man.
It's like you're in prison, but you free.
Right. Exactly. Exactly, bro.
That's how I felt for 5 years.
Bro, like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? I had the when I first came, whatever like that, you know what I mean? I was drinking and all that.
Yeah.
Doing all this stuff. You know what I
That
mean?
shit was a culture class. Do they treat you like you from there? They treat you like an outsider?
Yeah.
Dang. You go through racism there?
Huh?
You the nigga over there?
Yeah, basically. That's basically what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, they so
Yeah.
they like they could tell, they could just look at you and know you're not from there, right?
Right. Exactly. Because the way, you know, the way you look, you know what I'm saying? You know, because they don't rock no bitch for real, you know what I'm saying? And then the way we dressing and stuff. So they know like, oh, they not from here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
man, the same, man. Like, you know what
Oh,
I
that's
mean?
crazy. So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. I see y'all together. It's a bunch of y'all from deported places from all over the world, right?
Right,
And y'all together.
right.
Like, what's that doing for you? Like, how has that affected your life to be like at this point? You got a brotherhood, it's a band of brothers that don't really know each other, but y'all know each other.
Oh, say it
What's
again.
that like? You hear me?
No, say it again. It skipped it a couple times. I couldn't really hear the like what you were saying.
All right. Can you hear me clear now?
Hold up, real quick. Let me get over here, man. This buzz. So say it again, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, show the world Cambodia, man. Show them Cambodia, bro.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah, how you cut this jump?
Yo,
Hold on,
because
hold on, hold on, hold
even
on.
though you
You
going
know
through
he
every
new to this. He just got out here. You hear me, Shady?
yeah.
Just cast out here. Just cast out here. Hold on.
Hey, Billy! Billy! Hey,
I
fuck.
think I'm kind of new to this too. Hold on.
All right.
Man, I'm just spinning it like this though.
All right, go ahead, spin it.
I'm gonna spin it like this though.
Look at Get Low.
Yeah, look, this my boy Kid Flowmatic.
What's
Muslim
up, kid,
brother.
Flo? What's up, kid? Walaikum salam. What's up, kid? I think Walaikum salam.
Yeah, he
How
ain't
you been,
deported
kid?
though.
Your kid ain't deported, kid?
I'm out here
Oh,
by
all right.
choice.
You out here by trip, ain't no doubt. That's dope. I'll be out there soon. I'm try to come out there by the end of the year.
He do music too. Yeah, I'm out here
Yeah,
continue my music career out here.
that's good, bro. That's man. You gotta link up, man. I gotta get your story. You hear me?
Yeah, you know he rock with me, LAA Visionary. You hear me?
Yeah.
President of America. You hear me?
Hey, Buck, talk to me,
You
Buck.
know
What's up,
I
man?
rep for my boy Dip.
Hey,
That's
hey,
right.
shout out to Dip. Shout out Free Dip, man.
Free Dip,
Motivated by the struggle.
motivated by the struggle. That's his.
Hey,
That's
shout
his
out to
word.
Dip. Free Dip. Hey, check
See
this
how I
out,
hold
bro.
it down?
Ain't no doubt. You hold it down. You do.
Yo,
Where that
when I
Trendsetta
first
shit?
land out here, right? It was
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
yeah. Talk to me, Buck.
Man, man, they had me like a 90, a 91 Camry, right? My people came from the countryside. They were like 10 deep, right? I
Mm-hmm.
come down the joint, they hold my name. I said, all right, that's my people. My pop hooked that up. I know you hooked that up. Cause he was hip, you know what I mean? Cause in
Mm-hmm.
the joint, he told me like, yo, you on your way tomorrow. I'm come see you, drive you a duffel bag, then your cousin gonna be over there. You know what I mean? So we get on a flight, yo. Man, the last time I see Philadelphia was the airport, Southwest. You
Right.
know, that's where I'm from. That's where I grew up at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like I got to the States when I was 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew was Philly. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
met you when I was a pup.
Yeah. And you my big
We
bro.
was in the middle, yeah. Yeah, we was in the mills together. I used like Shady, chill, you drawn. I know you got a lot of frustration. Like
Yeah.
just chill. Just understand their system and finesse it.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't allowed to let us pray. Not even the Muslim staff. They
Yeah,
ain't
they ain't let
allowed.
us pray.
They
What
wasn't
we had
let
to
us
do to
do
go pray?
what we do though.
We had to
Tell them
go
what we
hide.
do though.
You tell them we had to go hide. We had to go sneak and watch each other back so we could pray
Where at? In the laundry room.
in the laundry room.
Let's go.
Yeah, we
Huh?
had to go hide in the laundry room. Go ahead,
Got a
pray. Go ahead,
timer real quick.
hurry up, pray. Go ahead, they ain't coming.
Let's get it.
Go ahead, hurry up. That's crazy. We had to sneak and pray as kids. We had to sneak and pray
As kids.
as kids, bro.
But tell me the next
Crazy.
time I seen you.
8 years later, Greensburg. No, I ran into you again before that, right? In the county.
In the county for
I
just a
see
bit. Hot
just a
second.
bit.
It was a
It
hot
was a high
second.
second in the county. I think I came down on Rip.
Right.
Then I ran into you again 8 years later at Greensburg.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Suede.
So wait.
And
Number ish.
yeah, Ishmael. He just went back.
Number
That's my
OM
guy.
ish.
Yeah, that's my guy. He just went back.
Yeah, slick tugging ish.
Yeah, that's my OG. He just went back, man. Yeah, he be back, inshallah. But
Yeah.
let me ask you this, bro. So from your journey from
But look,
America to
look,
Cambodia,
yeah, no, that's my shooter.
yo,
Shooter
Buck.
production.
Oh, all right,
Look,
we with
you see what's rocking?
it.
This is
Yeah,
what we do. We
yeah.
create a
Create and
hustle.
hustle.
LA.
Create and hustle. Put it in the camera.
Put it in the camera. Hold the camera. Put that shit in the camera. Creating a hustle.
So,
Man,
Buck, let me ask you this, Buck.
He signed.
Yo. What's up, man? How you feeling? You all right?
Yo, ask him about some old school rap. He'll tell you. Ask him about Biggie. Ask him about Jay-Z. Ask him.
Do you know anything about Philadelphia hip hop?
Ask him.
The Roots.
You know anything?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. Let me hear it. Go ahead.
The Roots. Cassidy. Freeway.
Yeah.
Benny
Okay.
Siegel.
Okay.
He from Cambodia.
All that.
Keep going.
Stay
No, hold
Cambodia.
on. Hit the gang. No, the Roots, Benny Siegel, Cassidy, Freeway. Come on.
Keep going. Skills.
Nah.
Good, man. Meek Mills. All that. Come on, man. Stop playing.
All of that.
He's shy.
Lil
though,
Uzi Vert. Yo, salute to you, man. That's Philadelphia for you, bro. Damn, Buck.
Yeah, that's how we gonna
Damn.
play it, man.
That was dope. Hey, tell him come here. Tell him come here one time. Tell him come here.
Hey, Skills, come here.
Let's go.
Hey, let me hear West Coast. Let me hear some West Coast old school.
West Coast.
Old school, yeah.
This for the culture. This for the culture right here.
NWA.
Huh?
NWA.
NWA?
Yeah.
Kid Flow
Kid
Matic.
Flowmatic.
Yeah.
Kid Flowmatic.
He's from out there, LA.
Dre.
Dre,
Yeah.
come on, man. Come on.
It's
man.
cool. No, don't put the pressure on him. It's cool.
Man.
But he said he qualifying though.
Who that?
Snoop.
Yeah, come
All
on,
right.
stop playing, man.
Let's go.
X to the Z.
X to the Z.
Exhibit.
Yeah, X to the Z. But tell me your favorite rapper. Who inspired you?
Black Thought, Eminem,
Mhm.
DMX, and all that.
Yeah,
Oh
and
man, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, bro.
from Cambodia.
Make sure you tune in to Trendsetta Shady. Make sure you tune into my music, man. Got some music.
Yo,
Send it over
he
to me,
got
Buck.
Yo, hold on line, help me through it, man. You hear
Did
me?
it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I was
that,
working
man.
2 jobs, Shady.
Mm-hmm.
2 jobs. Manager
Mhm.
at detail shop, manager at a club. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then the club came, they had me manage, rock music out here. You know what I mean? So that's
Mhm.
how I never worked a day in my life. Like I hustle. That's what, the only thing I knew how to do was hustle. You know what I mean? Cause my
Mhm.
first gig as an usher, like a movie theater, like walking people to their seat, getting
Mhm.
$80 a month. You hear
Mhm.
me?
Out there.
This back in 2011.
Mhm.
So boom. So like I was hip that 3D, 4D start coming out, with the glasses and all that. So they had they said they call that censorship. Before they release any Hollywood film, the government and all they gotta approve it, right? So I
Mhm.
see the CEO boy I pulled to the side, like, yo, you just got this oh, you got the club, you need the Windex, cause all you doing is smearing these greases. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
He he paused for me like, damn, this little nigga smart. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So they had a grand opening. Shout out to Legend Cinema. they the first Hollywood movie out here, like movie theater type thing. Cambodia
Hmm.
never had that. Like we had
Okay.
coming up. You know what I mean? Going
Hmm.
to the movie theaters and all that. Yeah.
Hmm.
So the week later, I go to the office. They fired me there. I went to the West Tech Media office that run the marketing and the events and all that. They just sat me in there, and then I just watched all them work, like different
Hmm. Oh, I
photographs,
remember. I remember when we used to be on the phone. You used to be
photoshops.
walking me through the club. It used to look like a scene out of Rush Hour. Shit used to be
Yeah.
crazy. I remember. I remember. Yeah, you used to be walking me. Look, bro. Look, bro. Yeah, it was like like some shit out of Rush Hour, man. You know what I mean?
Yo, yeah, I had some hard days, I had some rough days, I had the worst and my best days. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to inspire these kids, like, yo, man, like you ain't gotta choose the street, man. I came from that. Like learn from me.
Hmm.
Like this is brand. That's my young boy John. Edit stick. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
you still LA rocking it.
Hmm.
You know? We
Hmm.
show 'em a different route. Like you you could be a hustler without being a drug dealer.
Hmm.
You feel me?
Hmm. Yeah, for
I
sure.
worked 2 jobs, then I quit both. I've been working for 5 years,
Right.
pushing the brand. Like we
Hmm.
got clothing, we got what? Matter of fact, check out YouTube, LA Visionary. Check
Hmm.
out Hard Life. Check out those visuals. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
What's up with
No,
you
for
though,
sure.
Shady man? I
No,
miss you,
man. No,
man.
no.
You
I
know
miss
what's
you
up,
too, bro.
man.
Like I'm in Cambodia right now, for real. For real. I'm zoned the fuck
Yo,
out.
but
Uh,
for sure, I'm gonna have a documentary coming out.
hmm.
Refugee Baby, Life
Yeah,
After
yeah.
America. Stony right here. Stony the shooter right there. Gonna tell the story.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. Hey, listen, Buck. Let me ask you this, bro.
What's up,
Since
bro?
since you've been over there, how's your relationship been back with people in Philadelphia, for the better or for the worse?
Man, I tell you the truth. I miss I miss all my homies, and you know what's crazy? Ain't none of them dead.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
can't even take my daughter to an ice cream date. I can cash app her, but I can't walk her to school.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can't cheer for her on her graduation.
Yeah.
I could text her until I love her. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Wow. Do your baby mom, like, being as though you over there, like, do your daughter's mom, like, help you guys keep the relationship strong?
I mean, it's cool. It was cool, but like, I just found out though, like, she fucking with my best friend for 30 years. But I gotta accept that because she a good mother. He's a good dude. I know my daughter's safe. You
Mm.
know what I mean? I
Hmm.
gotta accept the fact, the cutter, that he's the father, I'm the dad. And that's how it is, Shady. I ain't over there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ain't dead, you ain't dead.
I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm
Man,
trying
you
to
love your
focus on what
daughter,
I'm
but
trying to
I
do.
know you love your daughter.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? It's like a recycle, right? Cause like during the war, like the killing field, my parents had to run. That's how I got to the refugee camp in Thailand. That's where
Hmm.
I was born at.
Hmm.
Went to the States, not know no English, no nothing. Walking to school,
Little
around
Buck Billy.
54th Street and all that. Yeah, not know no English. Me no English. Yeah. Yeah, you stop playing with me, man.
Ah, hey, Buck, you ever hit that shit on the couch, Buck?
Yeah,
Yo,
I remember one day she was walking me to school. You
hey,
hear me?
yo, hey, Buck, I remember.
Yo,
Look, hold on. I remember they was pulling you up in Glen Mills. Buck, you was standing there like this. Yo, I was sitting there like, this nigga Buck standing straight as shit. Buck, it was in your face. You was standing still as shit. You was like,
I know how to play my part. Cause I know how to play my part. They'll touch you up there. You
yo,
felt it?
oh,
You
Oh, I'm
felt
fucking,
it?
bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they done fucked me up a million times.
But they knew where you was coming from though, cause
Mm-hmm.
they read your jacket. They
Mm-hmm.
knew where you was coming from. They knew how you was carrying it.
Mm-hmm.
That's when your hands started getting warm, and you gave me the same.
Mm-hmm.
I knew
Mm-hmm.
everything. I knew your
I mean,
plan.
but your hand was
You
when your
was
hand was
hurt, bro.
going. Yeah.
You lost your brother. You was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You told me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got
Said,
the
yo,
fuck out of there, Buck.
he said, I'm gone.
Yeah.
All I can do as a big brother, a little big brother, like confront you, give you hope for norms. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Inshallah, man, he's the best of planners.
I hit the
I'm
win,
here
didn't I?
for a reason.
Ain't nobody hit the win like me, did they? I hit the win on their ass. Hey,
Yo,
Buck.
we had we had we had Glen Mill food stamps up there. Stop
Yo,
playing.
all right, let's talk about how we got caught up in the counterfeiting scam. Let's talk about the counterfeiting scam.
The Glen Mill food stamps.
Let's talk
Not the
about the
Glen
food
Mill
stamp.
food stamps.
Let's talk about the counterfeit scam. Let's talk about how that was ran. How we had paper money in Glen Mills. The paper money
Right.
that we call it Bulls money or what's it called Bulls dollars, right?
Yeah, you get your GGI.
Your
That's why I call
GGI,
you
your
food
GGI,
stamp.
yeah, your
Yeah,
GGI. So
yeah.
we get like a GGI card of Glen Mills. It's like
Right.
$2.50. They give you $1.25 on each side, and that
Right.
$2.25 can last you all week.
All week.
We had
Got a
homies that
Bulls
worked.
wing, ball
We
pizza,
we had homies.
milkshake.
We had homies that worked in the counterfeit ring. I mean, in the print shop, and
What?
somehow, some way, Buck them figured out and got in contact with them and had them sliding us other paper. Like when they giving new, they was printing us our own money.
That that
Everybody
shit
walk
was
around.
crazy.
We got big knots. Hold up. Hold up, man. We got big knots of GGI cards like this. I'm talking about shit, GGI cards.
But my umi kept the fridge heavy though with
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi
She
and
did.
KFC. I'm
Yeah,
like,
your mom can't stay coming through
I'm
with
like,
shit.
hey, can I get back? Can I give my friend some soda, some
Mm-hmm.
chips, some chicken? My mom say it's cool. They
Mm-hmm.
be like, all right, go ahead, rock
And
out.
I'm over there.
You fucking that chicken up, huh? Them niggas
Yeah.
be hating. A lot of times was hating. That's what I tell you. That's
No,
why
you know what it was? You know what it was, Buck? I think it was like this, Buck. We were so young and we never knew color because we knew struggle.
right,
And like we never knew like you are a minority where you from. You're a minority just like me. I don't think people that's not minority got the right to feel like a minority because I don't have the right to feel like a majority because I'm not the majority. But
right,
I can remember us being back to back, watching each other pray. I remember when my brother got killed, you was there for me. You, Dip,
right,
Shay, all y'all was there
right.
for me. Y'all watched over me. I remember when I was tripping and
Yeah,
nobody even
cause like you was in your bag. I used to be like, Shady, calm down, Shady. Yo,
yeah.
stick to your rap, man. Put that energy in your music, man. But
Mm-hmm.
like, do what you gotta do though. He
Mm-hmm.
said,
So
Buck, man, I'm saying East. I'm sliding on him. I said, I ain't hear that. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm getting out of it. Then I
I
book
knew
it
you
on
wasn't
them.
come back. That's why I had
They
to give him
said,
my salam. Hey,
they said, where you
yo,
going
give
with
him
all
the
them?
salam.
I said, I don't.
He about
Walaikum
doing
salam wa
Chico
rahmatullah. All right, man.
uh,
Yeah. They said, where you going with all them clothes? I said, I'm taking them to the cleaners. I'm out of here.
he had all them Rockaway rock balloons. You was crazy though. I had the
Gucci bucket.
Gucci sweater and the polo though. Stop playing with me. Uh, uh, hey
my,
Shady.
my guy, Buckaroo. Hey, listen, so Buck, let me ask you this, man.
Yo.
Coming through the refugee camps, the killing fields, your
Oh,
family.
This the barber though.
Let
You
me
know
say,
Dip too.
who
He
be,
rocking Dip shit. Let
ain't
him
no
know where
doubt.
he from, man.
Hey,
Tell
where you from,
him
bro?
shit, man.
What's up, homie? Where you from, bro?
What's going on, Pop? What's going on?
Chilling, man. Where you from?
YO.
YO, Yonka?
YO. No,
Yonka?
YO. Wyoming Ave. Wyoming
Oh,
Ave.
Oh, Wyoming. You from
Yeah,
Philly?
Philly, man, Wyoming Avenue.
Oh, you
YO.
said why? Oh, I'm talking kissing them. You mean? What's up, though, man? How long you been out there, bro?
I've been out here in Cambodia, what, year and a half?
How that
I
shit
got, I
is
got,
for
I got
you?
a dime out here, Shady.
Got a dime on. You an old head
Dime
out there.
out here. Life after, the judge says
Yo,
life after
I
life.
ain't gonna lie,
Life
man.
ain't shit, hard life.
When Buck first came out there, he was wearing them fucking button-up shirts and shit. Buck ain't know what was Buck ain't know what the fuck was going on. He had to get his swagger back. Hey, listen. Let me ask you this. How that shit, how deportation affecting you? Like, what's the good? Like, let me ask them about the bag, and I know you probably got a similar story. What's the good about it?
Good, man. I take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? One day at a time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta look at it is what it is. But at the same time, gotta have hope. Maybe
Right.
somebody out there will be a voice.
Right.
That's it.
Well, it's a platform. This your platform right now. Reach out
That's
to
what I'm
them.
like say too.
Yeah.
This the platform right now.
Yeah, this your platform, bro.
This what we using.
Right.
Yeah, your peeps gonna see it. They gonna get in contact with you. You let them know. Just drop your name. Let them know. If y'all
Talk
see
your
this,
shit. That's
hit
why
me
I
up.
say stop playing.
I mean,
Talk your fucking shit. Tell them where you from. Tell them who you rocking for. What the fuck you trying? He keep me sharp. Huh?
yeah,
He keep
yeah.
me sharp.
Ain't no
I
doubt.
got pretty cut. Yo,
Ain't
that's
no doubt.
fucking up my head for 10 years. I'm glad he out here. I'm glad he out here. Look, you check my shit out, man. Stop playing. Take my shit at one time. To the stand, don't touch the lick yet.
Yeah. Hey, Buck, I know your pain, bro. Yo,
I've been coming for
yo.
18 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing. I call all types of head and all types of
That's
styles.
Polo Boy. Every day he rocking Polo. But he gonna rep for Dip today. You know what I
Ain't
mean?
no doubt. Ain't no
Polo
doubt.
body struggle.
Ain't no doubt. Shout out to Dip. Dip, a childhood friend of mine too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my man, Senor Dip.
Yeah, you already know.
That's my man. Yeah, man. Listen, man.
Real one, man.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I appreciate y'all for coming on the platform. I got a client that I got to deal with in like an hour, and I got to get myself ready, man.
Yeah, we
Gonna.
gotta make some runs ourselves.
I want to see Cambodia in the daytime, so we got to find out like a real good. What time is it? Matter of fact, what day is y'all even in? What's the day over there?
9:42 at nighttime. We 12 hours ahead of y'all.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all still at Friday, right?
Yeah.
East Coast.
All right. Yeah.
12,
Okay.
12 hours ahead of y'all. That's
We
it.
ahead of y'all time.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
ahead of y'all
yeah.
right now. It's
Yeah.
9:42 at nighttime.
But it
9:42
still
in the
feel like
morning
the
for y'all.
80s and the 90s out here, though.
Yeah, yeah. I see when
We ain't
Ramadan
going
was.
through what y'all go. Y'all goofy out there. We ain't goofy out here. We ain't goofy out here. We silly as shit. But we ain't goofy out here. I ain't got no burner on me. I
Yeah,
ain't got no
yeah.
burner on me.
Chilling.
I ain't got to check on no parole board.
Yeah.
We cutting hair. We selling clothes. We
Mm-hmm.
making music.
Mm-hmm.
We showing the youngins.
But
Be the
listen,
great them.
listen though, Shaggy though.
Yes, sir.
But bro, I would do any motherfucking thing right here though, man, to get back over, man.
Would you? Nah,
Yeah,
not in the sense
I would do anything, bro,
of saying, but like,
to get back over.
You got
right.
kids. You got kids, man. I miss
Right.
my baby, man. I miss my baby in the States, bro. I miss my baby out in the States. I talk to her
Right.
every single day. I told her, whatever you want to know, let me know.
Right.
Be truthful to me.
Yo,
I will break everything down
my
to
daughter
you.
gave me game.
How a man think. That's it. And she only 16.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I break everything down to her. I talk to her every day. Miss her every
Right.
day. I mean,
Word.
one day.
She only 16.
She's 16, bro.
Let me ask you this. Larry, let me ask you this. Even though y'all, even though,
Dad around, because niggas gonna try to get in the head.
listen, let me ask you this. At this point, can't y'all try to get to London?
Yo, man, we gonna get global, man. Fuck America,
Huh?
man. Fuck that. We gonna London. I've been to Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand. We going London. We going Germany. We going Sweden. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm. It's life after America, right?
It's life after America.
You got the website? You got the website, bro?
Yeah, I got the website.
What is it? What's the website?
www.trendsetta LAA Visionary.
All right. That's why I couldn't find it. That's why I couldn't find it. I was looking for it, bro.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
IG LAA Visionary.
All right.
Facebook LAA Visionary. Everything LAA Visionary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on. I
But
got
what
you.
we do is we
I'm
create
bringing
our own.
Ant-Man in. Hold on. I got you, though. Hold on. Oh. My bad. My bad, Ant.
Let my nigga get low though. Yeah, yo.
Hold on, get low.
There you go. There you go.
But all around, it's not over for us. It's get in the mind, you know what I mean? Take something negative, like this what I normally do. I'll take something negative or think negative and flip it to something positive. I take my deportation and then I turn that into a brand or a company. I see someone coming from the same era I'm coming from and they made it. I'm gonna feel like I can make it too.
That's what y'all got going on over there, right?
What is funny about LAA basically to show those that's in the same situation as me, not even just the border, but all around the world. Like, it's not it's big enough. Take something negative, like this what I normally do. I'll take something negative or think negative and flip it.
It's a hard life. It's a hard life. Hard life for my job. I'm not never serious. It's only black piece. They go out for the black piece. It's a hard life. It's a hard life. Hard life for my job. This is only black piece. They go out for the black piece. See what you kids. Judge it. We're the chase of all the people. You're the one who put the out chair. We're the thank you. I'm the cop. Let it out. We're the most of jump. The chair that go. I know I'm the child. You know what's so tough.
Woo! You know what he said? He's smoking it.
But depression, painkillers, greenkeeper, that's the real nigga. They are not like us, they don't eat like us, they don't dress like us. I can cheat in Nigeria, they don't get it like us. I can fetch in brutal. They don't move like us, they don't bad like us, they don't get it like us.
Fuck the rich, fuck your clique, the LA. Grinding through the night, get money like all day. Talk shit, fucking better how we got AKs. And if you been shot, better run like always. Never sleep, gotta drink, push your things in weight. I'm on a thing, gotta create my fate. I'm getting low, my phone's slow, we drop it slow mo. I'm shipping in this motherfucker, baby, like Polo. I gotta go, got a couple shows like no. We only go through the city like hey ho, we ho. Until the cops stop it. If you talk shit, get hit, believe it or not. I'm so hot, man, believe me, my jeans is cheese, my radar seen through the boots is please. We trying to get this money, cause please is cheese into the top. We go, y'all could come see me.
Bring it, I'm hitting it, what's the case? Rest in peace, get it.
Yo, that's dope, bro. Hold on. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
dope.
we
That
can.
was dope.
I hear
That
you.
was dope, bro. That was dope, Buck. That's dope. So that's what you out there on. I know that's what you on, but
I don't rap, but I can
you put
do
it
it a
together.
little time. I
You
put
put
it
it.
together for you. You hear me? I try to get some of that rap money too.
Hey,
Like
you
Mac.
doping in that motherfucker. Yeah, you doping in that motherfucker from the Hangover. What's his name? What's that dude's name from the Hangover?
Yeah, yo, but yo, yo, but the young boy, the little Cambodian kid, when
Mm-hmm.
you understood his bars,
Mm-hmm. He killing it.
shout out to him. Not calm music. Young boy, nice.
He
He
like
do
the
that.
Cambodian Tupac, huh? He like the
I
Cambodian
think he
Tupac,
the
huh?
voice. Yeah.
Shady, you should plug
Ain't
their
no doubt.
plug their Instagram gens. I just follow Buck and that.
Oh, my phone. Hold on. That ain't my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, Shady, stop playing. I still got an old school trap phone.
Let's see.
You didn't hold it. You different too,
Yo,
Cherry.
yo, hey, listen. Plug your website. Let them know where to get the stuff from. You hear me?
You get my stuff on www.laavisionary.com. You can order some clothes, some drip from there. Our YouTube, LAA Visionary.
Right.
Our IG, LAA Visionary. Our Facebook page, LAA Visionary.
All right.
And we
For
ready to
sure.
work.
Hey, ain't no doubt. Ain't for sure, bro. I appreciate you stepping in. Appreciate all you guys, man. Man, love.
No, I
Right,
appreciate
y'all.
you, bro. You
Man,
giving
it's
that,
love,
that
bro.
same hot hand,
It's
like
love,
that
man. You
platform
already know, man.
to let the gas out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And you already
I
know. You
always
hear me?
put the pedal to the floor, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a buck traffic.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt, Buck. You hear me? I'm on you. I'm on you. You hear me?
Okay.
I love you, bro.
My
Be
line.
safe out there, man. I got it. I'm on
Love
it.
you for the sake of Allah, man.
And may for he who sake you love me, may he also love you also. I mean.
Amen.
All right, bro. Yo, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah. What you got going on, man? This was a hell of an episode.
yeah, that was,
I thought we was gonna do something else. This
yeah.
turned
That
into
should that should turn into a whole nother
that
thing. But
shit
no,
went
that was
that shit went from
you definitely.
Hooterville to Cambodia.
Yeah, you definitely gotta get them back on here during the day, bro. That shit, I
Yeah,
keep
because
hearing
it's
it's very
beautiful out
beautiful
there.
out there. Yeah, I
Yeah. I
keep
talked
hearing
to him
that.
earlier. I talked to him like 3 o'clock this morning, so I was able to catch them around
Yeah,
like
it was 3 o'clock. Yeah, it was 3 in the
yeah.
afternoon over there. Well,
No, it was
your
his
during your
5.
shit.
It
Yeah,
was his
your shit
5.
is a little different down there. I forgot your
Yeah,
shit a little
it
different.
was his 5. So yeah, I'm on it, bro. But listen, I'm ready to tap out because I got to go ahead and take care of a few things. But I'm on it. Me and you gonna tap in.
All
I
right,
really
got you.
got the rap for you. I just got to clean up my workspace so I can think clear.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
All right, bro. I
Solid.
appreciate you while you slaying. Hey, you guys, again, like I said, man, this episode is sponsored by Money Miz 57. Follow him on Instagram. Check out his new project, Money Can Buy Happiness, available on all platforms. Make sure y'all go follow my guy. He's the first person who bought a week sponsorship. It's real easy. It's 2 slots available for 5 days. And I got weekend slots available on those days too. So just let me know. I'm doing 10,000 views a week. I can show you that. Analytics don't lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Make sure y'all get back with me, man. We could talk about it.